Hey folks, and welcome to another edition of What Did You Think, where I get a chance to reply to some of the comments on a Facebook post I had made, asking all of you, what did you think when you first saw me dance, first danced with me, or in some cases when you first met me? Some of you replied with some simple answers and some simple comments, and some of you actually took the time to really try and recall those moments of when you first met. So in honor of that, in honor of the time and effort that you took to try and recall, I wanted to also thank all of you, and in some cases where I have some of my own stories, I wanted to share that with you as well. So here we go. Sebastian Bongiovanni, it was exactly 10 years ago in Frankfurt. I remember that dance very well. Tito Puente, Ran Can Can. Amazing first dance with you. I had the reminder today. That's crazy for me. 10 years ago, I don't remember what I did 2 days ago sometimes. So that you remember from 10 years ago is amazing. And obviously we clicked because you added a picture in here as well, if everyone can see that. And we must have had a lot of fun. Thank you, Sebastian. Ervon Nichols, who is that? Now you know, it's Magna, Gopal. Patrick's again, happy feet. John Christiansen. What Martina said, LOL, my mind was blown. You became my inspiration and have been since. You're so unique, you have amazing technique, but can break all rules at any time just to have fun. And you just have immense creativity, freedom. You're a powerful inspiration for a lot of follows and leads. Thank you, John. John and I have been friends for at least, I want to say, 8 or 9 years. And I'm basing it on that, no, 10 years. I'm basing it on that considering that you came to a birthday party of mine in New York. And that was a long travel for you, but I hope that was a fun time. It was my 30th birthday. Yep, I just dated myself. It was my 30th birthday, and it was one of the best birthday celebrations I've ever had. I went to a club called Le Souk in New York. It's a hookah club, so we had tables, we had like 2 or 3 hookahs. The music was banging. I want to say that at least like 20 or 30 people showed up, people I didn't even expect to show up, where ended up being there. It was a fantastic night, and John, I'm glad that you were able to make it and share that 30th with me. And I'm sure we'll have plenty of other birthdays to share in the future. Piero Gufo. Wow, what a wild, talented girl. Want to dance with her, but will I be able to do that? Not so sure, but who cares? Let's go. Pierre, I'm not sure if that whole conversation that you had in your head resulted in us actually dancing, or if this is something that you're going to do in the future. I don't remember at the moment, but if we did have a dance, I'm glad that you actually took that step and asked. If we did not, then I'm sure we will. Oh, Mario, Hazarika. Ha ha ha. I think I'm the one who needs to be quiet because it was historical. Okay, so Mario and I go way back. Mario is one of the few people not from Toronto who knows me from when I first started dancing. And when I say when I first started dancing, I mean I really sucked. And so he knew me from those days when I really sucked. And I still remember to this day where I was introduced to him the first time. I want to say it was Dora and Paul. They are a couple from the Toronto salsa scene. They were traveling already, and they had met Mario, and whenever they would come back, they would tell me, oh, there's this Indian guy, he's amazing, he's like the only Indian guy we've seen in the scene. And apparently they went and told him, there's this Indian girl in Toronto who is a really great dancer, you've got to meet her. And so finally there was an event, I believe it was in 2001 in Toronto, that Mario was there, and so was I. And of course they wanted to make this connection between the 2 Indians in the scene. And so I got introduced, and then Mario had asked me, oh, so you dance salsa? And I said, yeah. And then I just started to demonstrate to him how I danced. Like I looked down at my feet and I started kicking and just doing a basic side to side. He did not ask me to dance. He just asked me, so you dance salsa? And then that's what I did, is I started to demonstrate how I could do my basic and kick all over the place. And he rolled his eyes. I think we had a dance that night. I'm sure we had a dance that night. He rolled his eyes that day, and then I think a year later when he came back, I was significantly better. So yeah, it was a historical moment. It's still one of the funniest moments for me. George Dennis, I hope I don't step on her. George, I'm not that small, and you're not that big, right? Also, I'm very maneuverable, so even if you were that big, I doubt you'd have any luck trying to step on me. Sezar, Duran, she from Tajikistan. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know if I'm supposed to entertain and answer to these comments or not. I don't even know what that means, Cesar. You're going to have to elaborate a little bit further on that one. All right, Ricardo Pedrosa. When I first saw you dance, my jaw fell down. What a great dancer, I thought. Want to dance with you so badly, but at the time I was a total beginner and was afraid to invite you. Luckily, many years later, I had the chance to meet you again, and at that time, I wasn't afraid to invite you to dance anymore. I can tell that I had one of the best salsa dances of my life with you. The way you turned, the way you moved, the way you interacted with me, your musicality, always with your beautiful smile on your face, all of that with the right to a hug in the end. That made my night. Wish that I can dance with you again someday, namely Kizomba, where I feel much more comfortable. Don't know if you remember, I helped you to find a song once that you were looking for on Instagram. You promised me a Kizomba dance with me. Hope we get the chance to dance it someday in the near future. Take care in these crazy days and stay home and safe. Ricardo, thank you for this beautiful comment. And again, these are one of those types of comments that I really appreciate because it takes some time to think back to when you met somebody. And I know plenty of friends of mine today who I could tell you what we've done, a year ago or something, and the things that we've shared, but I don't know that I could actually remember the moment that I met them. So thank you, Ricardo, for taking the time to remember and sharing it. And I'm so glad that it was a pleasant experience for you and a pleasant experience for me. Obviously, I was smiling and enjoying myself. And I promise you, we will still have that Kizomba dance one day in the future when all of these crazy days are over. Jules Lange, 2011 Las Vegas Salsa Festival. You performed a jazzy choreography to salsa. Amazing. Enjoyed spending time with you. Thank you, Jules. I remember the Las Vegas Salsa Festival. I remember some people walking around with like dogs and stuff like that in the Congress. It was interesting. It's Las Vegas, I guess. And I remember that routine also. I think it was when I was in a suit. Now I don't remember. I said I remembered and I don't remember. It was a fun time, and I hope that we end up crossing paths again. There was a plan to come to Las Vegas this year, but obviously 2020 is not going to happen. Diane, Jenny, Karl, I first saw you social dance at BIG in San Antonio. I was on a dance team and new to salsa and loved watching how graceful and smooth your style was. I'm not usually a groupie of any sort, but I friend requested you on Facebook because even at my age, I hope to be able to dance at least somewhat as gracefully as you do. Diane, thank you very much for the comment. BIG San Antonio is one of my favorite events that I've attended. The live music there is fantastic. The ballrooms are beautiful. The music is great. There's tons of excellent dancers to dance with. I appreciate your comment on my style. As far as being graceful, I don't know if everyone would agree with you, but I appreciate that you saw that. And I think it doesn't matter what age you are. I think grace really is a matter of how you present yourself to the world, and then that translates into your dance. It's not that you have to force that into your dancing. And in fact, I don't know that you can force it into your dancing if it doesn't come out from inside. So considering how graceful your comment was, I'm pretty certain that you are quite graceful. Ruben Miranda. The first time I saw you, I was like, what? Who is she? How she can flow in that way with the music? And since that moment, I knew the true meaning of fun, flow, and creativity in social salsa dancing. Love you, Magna, Gopal. Ruben, thank you so much. That is such a huge compliment to be able to give meaning to a dance that we're all passionate about. I took time, it took me some time to understand what fun, flow, and creativity meant in social salsa dancing for myself. So I am glad that by the time we met, or by the time you saw me dancing, that it was already there as a source or as an example for you. Thank you for sharing your comment. I'm glad you enjoyed it. and I hope that we get to cross paths again soon. Thank you, folks, for watching another edition of What Did You Think? Thank you for your comments. Thank you for taking the time to remember. If you have your own story, if you remember when we met, when we first danced, or when you first saw me dance that you want to share, please leave it in the comment. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, share the video if you liked it, and check out some of the other videos on here. There are some excellent topics, and if there are some topics that you would like me to discuss, leave them in the comments or send me a message on any of my social media accounts or through my website, magnagopal.com. Catch you in the next episode.